Now let's talk about the industry that we're going to be getting into here. This opportunity is a rare opportunity in the sense that we're merging two very powerful industries. We're talking about the wellness industry, which according to statistics is a $1 trillion industry effective this year, 2010. It's an industry that has the baby boomers basically going gaga. The baby boomers are disrupting every industry that they get in because they have just the sheer numbers and the buying power to basically disrupt an industry and really blow up a particular industry because they're no longer babies. They're in a point that they're almost Medicare age, so they are looking for things to keep themselves young, to make themselves feel better. That's why we hear the old adage or the new adage that 50 is the new 60 and 40 is the new 50 and things of that nature, because these people want to live longer, they want to be healthy. So the reality of it is they're blowing up this industry to the tune of $1 trillion. Now we're going to marry that industry with what we're talking about, which is the coffee industry. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the coffee industry is an $80 billion a year industry. If it was possible, would you want to get paid to drink your Starbucks coffee? If it were possible, would you want to get paid to drink your McCafe coffee or any coffee that you would make, be it Folgers or Maxwell House, however you get your coffee? The reality of it is people, when it comes, and I'm speaking of Americans, I'm going to speak in our North American demographics, drink typically 2 to 4 cups of coffee a day. And we're talking about basically 54% of all Americans. Now that's a lot of people. It doesn't seem like a lot, but how many of us know people that has to have their cup of joe every morning? Sometimes 2 or 3 cups just to get your day started. Well, the national averages, and coming from the National Coffee Association, those numbers are astronomical. Not only is it 54% of the people in America, adults, drinking coffee, they're drinking it multiple times a day. So it's a multiple consumable item. It's one that people already have a budgeted amount to put aside for. So regardless of the economy, it's a recession-proof industry. Regardless of how bad things are economically, people are going to still drink their coffee. And again, they're going to drink it to the tune of 2 to 4 cups a day. There's 300 million people that drink coffee. So we're talking about an industry that we're going to come into that is now wide open. Now let's talk about what Organic Gold is looking to do and what we want you to help us with. Because at Organic Gold, what we're looking to do is just basically to penetrate that industry by 1% in the next 18 months. 1% of that industry is going to essentially be $1.5 billion. 50% of that is going to be available to us who are in a position as business partners. And we're looking for only a few good people. We don't need 1 million people to do this, because one thing we recognize is that there are going to be more people that are going to be working 9 to 5, working check to check, than people that are going to be entrepreneurial spirits that are going to now pay the people that are working 9 to 5 and working, and living check to check. So we're not calling out for all workers. We're calling out for those leaders. We're putting together a dream team of sorts that are going to see the vision, wrap their mind around the vision, recognize that we're talking about an industry that, again, has a built-in demand. You do not have to sell coffee to a coffee drinker. All you have to do is present a very good, delicious cup of coffee, a delicious cup of joe, and when the people find out what this coffee does for them and how it makes them feel, they will just want it. They'll just want to call you up and say, Joe, I have to have a cup. I've got to get some of that coffee you showed me. That's my experience with it. That's what many people that I'm bringing into my business as partners, that's what they're experiencing, because people want their joe. This company has a healthy cup of coffee that will allow you to, as you drink it, to experience replenishing of your red blood cells, which the red blood cells, if you know this, replenishes your oxygen in your body. It literally carries oxygen to all the vital parts of your body. So when you want to get healthy, you want to bring forth health in your red blood cells. This coffee does that for you. It actually does a few other things, like stops acid reflux. It has cancer-fighting properties in it because it has over 150 natural antioxidants. Again, that term is a wellness industry term, but it basically speaks to anything that will cause your cells to slow the aging process. It will stop your cells from dying off as quickly as they basically die off. So the reality of it is we have something that's consumable every day, that's healthy, and it tastes good. It's called OG, Organic Gold, and it is literally a gold mine.